Today is all about healing, love, and emotional. We have the healing coach, Rebecca Silent. She's giving us advice on all hour long to help us reset and feel more confident. Don't I need that, Rebecca? All right. Almost 100 years ago, the Castlewood Canyon Dam broke, and it caused an enormous amount of damage in Denver. Details on how to attend the dam party to mark this historic event. I love it. Plus, this musical is one of my favorite things. I'm not supposed to sing, my bad. The Sound of Music is back for a very limited run in Denver. I have the honor to chat with some of the actors. Colorado and Company starts right now.
Portions of Colorado and Company contain paid content.
Gonna get you through the day. Good friends.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Hello. I love seeing y'all here. So one of my favorite things about Colorado and Company is that our first airing of the day happens to be smack dab in the middle of brunch time. You guys can clap. It's brunch. That's exciting. So let's chat about the latest trends and delicious brunch possibilities from Keke's Breakfast Cafe in Highlands Ranch. I'm telling you, this all looks phenomenal. Welcome, Vyacheslav Morari.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, of course, we're very honored to have you. This has been the talk of everybody in our studio too. So what are the biggest brunch trends you're seeing this summer?
Yeah, it's a lot about freshness, you know, on a table. It's a lot of including, you know, matching some unbelievable drinks with some easy but very delicious dishes. Like, for example, the way we have this avocado toast. That's unbelievable, right? Phenomenal. Pairing with some coffee.
Oh, nice.
With the coffee, that'll make an unbelievable combination. As well,
that's lovely.
Yes, thank you. As well, we have the, you know, the low ABV beverage. Down Colorado has been going pretty intense right now. When we launched this Bloody Mary, that's based on wine-based vodka.
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
I've never even heard of this.
Then, you know, we are so excited to pair this, and, you know, people love it. Simple, but efficient.
Yes, and I think pairing with the beverages is a huge trend.
Yes,
I love it.
Absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely.
Little mimosa here, too.
A little mimosa right there, and the coffee, and absolutely.
Yeah. I tried the coffee, I should try the mimosa, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so viewers who haven't visited, what are you doing? But honestly, you walk in the door, what can people expect?
Yeah, people could expect freshness, quality product, obviously, and, you know, consistency on our dishes and so on. Obviously, we have a big variety of our menu that will fit everybody's taste, obviously.
Find something you like.
Absolutely.
Okay.
From our fresh grounding coffee in the house, to every single egg is cracked by hand in our kitchen, to the real butter. Makes every single meal to feel like home.
Yeah, I was going to say real butter. You're churning it back there.
Yes.
Okay,
absolutely.
you are going to demo something. Tell us what you're doing.
Yeah, we have here the Florida pancake. That's one of the iconic dishes in our menu.
So good.
And it's just phenomenal.
Yeah, and I like the colors.
It's topped with banana, fresh banana cut, fresh strawberry, blueberry. And obviously with syrup, it cannot go wrong.
I mean, that's unbelievable.
Is
this powdered sugar?
Powdered sugar.
I'm in.
And you could add some more.
Okay.
Just to make it fantastic.
It's like snowing. It's gorgeous. So show us how to do the banana thing.
Yes, we just cutting the banana and we're just going around.
So you kind of did a diagonal.
And we just going around the pancake. Whoop, it fell.
Show in the front here.
Yeah.
Can people at home do this? They just cut
Absolutely, it's easy. It's easy.
Right. Okay.
Right now it's pre-made already, but absolutely you could do that at home easily. And you know, at home you could just combine any of these dishes easily be made.
That's why I feel so homey.
Yes.
Also, you're getting your kids or anybody's, you know, the fiber, the strawberry,
yes,
the blueberries.
Absolutely.
Very good vitamins and nutrition. Yes, very good. Okay, but going to Keke's is so much easier. Share about some other summer specials you've got?
Yeah, we do have the what I mentioned earlier. We do have the avocado that's been a big seller for us, and people loves the avocado toast.
Is this what is this?
This is feta cheese.
Oh,
yes.
bravo.
Yes. With fresh avocado and tomato, with a sunny side up egg. That's one of the best dishes what we have. And
tell me about this one, because I can't stop looking
yes,
at it.
This is hard to not look at that. This is banana Nutella stuffed French toast.
This is so French.
And let me tell you, a lot of people are going pretty crazy about it. then
right, should I try?
definitely it's worth to stop by at Keke's and visit us.
Oh my
and
God, it's
yes,
so fluffy.
it's just, you cannot go wrong with this.
So we done a lot of breakfast. I'm gonna have an onion ring.
Yes,
Tell me
please.
about lunch. What do you guys have?
Yeah,
I'm
we
looking
do.
at you.
We do have our menu is pretty mixed,
Yeah.
right? And we have the panini, but obviously we have the Philly panini, the cheesesteak panini. We have the cauli. We have some really good salads in the menu.
It looks so fresh. Everything looks
Yes,
so bright and colorful.
absolutely. And obviously we are very variety of items in our menu, including lunch.
What do you think is your number one item? Like, what's the one that people comes for?
It's very hard to choose
Is it-
one.
Right. Is it this guy?
I will say this one is going to be for dessert for myself.
Got it.
But my favorite item is going to be a Philly cheesesteak omelet. And I challenge you to come and try it. It's unbelievable build.
I've never even thought
with
about that.
Real egg, juicy Philly meat, with our signature home fries, bell pepper and mushroom. You could not go wrong.
Oh my God. Okay, who do you see a lot in there? Is it dates, families, girlfriends?
We see everything, to be honest with you. We are glad to see people coming and visit us. It's a party, it's a birthday, they're coming from church.
Birthday
they
would
just,
be good.
Yes,
Church, that'd be
yes,
good.
absolutely. We are very glad to see everybody coming through our doors. Then we serving very gladly the community in Highlands Ranch. We cannot wait everybody to come and see us.
Can you come into Denver more close to me? 'Cause I'll
Yes, yes,
And-
absolutely.
And then
We're
do you
looking
take
forward.
reservations or no?
We do not take reservation, but we are pretty open, first come, first serve, and we are very, very friendly with, you don't have to have a reservation to have a table at our
Okay, good.
restaurant. Yeah.
There's a line absolutely around the door, though. That's
Yes.
what's gonna happen.
Yes.
All right,
We
start
cannot
your
wait.
Yeah, right. And my viewers are going to be in that line. Start your summer mornings the Keke's way, and try their new brunch items for the menu. And more, go to Keke'sBreakfastCafe.com. I will be there this week, just so you know. Well, what's that I hear? Do you guys hear that? Okay. Wedding bells are ringing, but this time the focus is not on the couple. Next week, Dr. Viviana shares ways you can reignite the spark in your relationship by attending a wedding. Okay. So that whole brunch board thing got you all revved up. I know, me too. I'm gonna eat more than Nutella, but maybe you're thinking it's time to get a new appliance or two to help pull off those fabulous brunches at home. We got you. Here's my chat with Mark Kalix about the summer clearance deals at Appliance Factory and Mattress Kingdom, and they're good. I see appliance factories like everywhere. It seems like you guys have locations peppered around Colorado. Peppered. Where are you guys located? And do the discounts apply to all the stores?
Yeah, we've got 20 stores in Colorado. All over the state. You can get these deals at any of our locations. Some of my favorite locations, Southwest Plaza, over by Johnson Reservoir and Bowles. You can go over by Park Meadows Mall. We have a location there.
I like that one.
Or come up to the Superstore in Thornton, and massive array of appliances there. Fact is that we have appliances up and down Colorado. We're going to save you 30 to 60% off because summer clearances are going on right now.
I don't get this. Okay, this is my question to you. How are you able to get such low prices? Are you stealing fridges off the back of a truck?
Yeah, that was our old strategy.
Oh,
but
okay.
after
You've
some,
updated.
yeah. So
Okay.
now we're doing a special buy. So
Okay.
what we do is when there's a manufacturer supply chain gridlock, they send us those appliances. We buy them, we put them in our warehouse, we sell them. They're new, full warranty at a tremendous deal.
That's amazing. What a smart
you.
thing.
Yeah.
So no off the truck. You're on the right side of the law.
That's right.
That's
Just
good.
for now.
Okay, I want to go over some of the summer clearance deals you have going on now, starting with kitchens.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
Well, KitchenAid, such a trusted brand.
Yeah.
We've got this amazing deal going on right now. You can save almost 50% when you buy this refrigerator. Buy the refrigerator for $3,299. Get the microwave and the range for free.
Free people. Free range.
Right.
Free
Look at that.
range. That's so
KitchenAid.
good.
KitchenAid of
And I
all
love
things.
that brand.
Yeah. And you
deal.
gotta complete the suite, which means Bosch dishwasher. Bosch, everybody knows that brand. You want Bosch dishwashers. They're normally $849, but you're gonna mention the keyword.
What is the keyword?
Summer.
Summer. Everybody say it.
Summer. Just $599 with 0% financing for 4 years.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Sweeten the deal.
Sweeten the deal. That's very good. Laundry.
Laundry.
It's very important right now because we're sweating through things. I'm getting sweat in places I didn't know I had.
So hot.
So how can you help save me money with laundry?
Yeah, we've got this incredible special. Just 2 days only, a deluxe top load washer. Normally $599. We're gonna say the keyword, summer.
Summer.
Just $349 2 days only.
Oh my God, $349?
$349 for top load laundry. If you prefer front load laundry, Whirlpool to the rescue. Normally, this set sells for over $2,000. Buy the wash for just $1,298. Guess what? Say the keyword, summer. Get the dryer for free.
Ooh, free. You guys are a little late on summer, so we're going to pick that up next time, okay?
Yeah.
So you yourself, Mark, are a chef.
That's right.
Which I think is so cool.
Thanks.
Refrigerators. They can make the difference between prepping and making a good meal and all that. Any deals we can expect on the fridges?
Yeah, I've got some deals. The way we do this is we do out of box. So if a box gets damaged, the manufacturer doesn't want that back. So we bring that into our warehouse. We uncrate it, inspect it. It's new appliances, full factory warranty with a tremendous saving. Here's an example of an out of box refrigerator, Frigidaire. Normally this guy goes for over $1,300. Yeah. Our price, let's try this one more time. Okay. Mention the keyword, summer.
That was way better, y'all.
$7.99,
I like
50%
that price.
off. Yeah.
I love that price. Okay, every podcast I hear and every article I read says how vital sleep is.
That's right.
It's become the thing. It's like protein. Eat your protein, get some sleep.
Right.
What can you help us with mattress? Because you're also a kingdom.
We're a kingdom of mattresses.
That's right.
Yeah, swing by the kingdom. There's a mattress kingdom inside every appliance factory. We've got all the best brands. We've got Beauty Rest Black, Purple, Nectar, Casper, Dream Cloud, and check this out. We've got Sealy. This is normally, the set normally sells for $1,800, but one more time, mention the keyword.
1, 2, 3.
Summer. When you buy the mattress for just $1,099, you get the heads-up adjustable base for free.
Free. Okay, I use the adjustable bed thing because I got a mattress from y'all.
Yeah.
And I can read in bed, I can eat.
Right.
Yes.
So good.
I'm up there. I'm
drink coffee.
Cross-stitching my way.
Right. Candy Crush, all the stuff.
Candy Crush. Very smart. So guys, get unbeatable summer clearance pricing right now at Appliance Factory and Mattress Kingdom. Get those deep discounts on top brands of appliances and mattresses. Check them out online, appliancefactory.com, or my favorite part, shop in-store to see the huge selection in person. They sponsored today's segment. Still ahead, what a backpack that's actually packed with the right stuff means for a student and how you can make sure they get it before the school year starts. That's later in the show. And next, the hills are alive with scorching heat, so cool off this weekend by heading to the theater. Next, how to snag tickets to The Sound of Music.
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
The last song they ever wrote.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I'm getting more trivia from someone you're going to meet right now. For over 65 years, the music from The Sound of Music has been playing in all of our heads. I love this musical. Now you have the chance to experience it in person because it's playing in Denver for a limited time. I want people to remember that. Performers Nicholas Rodriguez and Kate Lopez are on the COCO couch today. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I was a theater kid. I feel cool being next to you guys.
Awesome.
Always jazz hands, that's right.
Yes.
Okay, welcome to Denver. How have y'all enjoyed the city? Is the altitude an issue?
I haven't had any problem with it yet.
This time either. Yeah, it's like my third or fourth time here, but this time I feel good. Yeah.
Okay, good. Have you climbed any mountain?
Not yet. We
good.
got in just yesterday.
Well, you've had no
just
time.
this morning.
That's true.
So we literally opened our eyes this morning.
And that's what you were.
And
you
here
were
we are.
And here you are. All right. Kate, this is such an iconic film, but this was actually on Broadway first.
Yes, it
which I think
was.
is so good. Tell us more about that and how you feel about playing the role.
Well, the fact that the show, the stage version came before the movie is
know
like my favorite part of trivia, and people don't seem to know that about
Yeah, I
the
didn't know
show
that at all.
whatsoever. So I love to always lead with that. What I really like doing about the stage version of The Sound of Music is that there are some major differences in the film, and people don't expect
From
that.
the story itself.
First there was a book. First there was a real person who this happened to.
Yes.
Then there was a book, and then they wrote a stage musical based on it, and then there was the movie.
A lot of iterations. I did not know that.
There are many iterations of The Sound of Music. And so when people come to see the stage production of The Sound of Music, they're often surprised at the things that were left out of the film. Or were added more for the film. There's people say, "Wait, we're missing so-and-so. Why did they take out the so-and-so?" And we go, well, The question is, why did they put it in?
You're a purist.
In fact, it is.
It is the other way around.
Yes,
That's true.
and I really enjoy that. And in fact, the characters of Elsa and Max, I play Elsa Schrader, and Nicholas plays Maximilian. Maximilian?
Yeah.
I was
You
like,
have to say it
I was
3
like,
times.
is that a word? Maximilian? Max Detweiler.
Uncle Max.
Uncle Max. And there's some major differences with our characters. One being that we have songs in the show where there are no songs for Max and
Muzzle.
Elsa. Thank you.
That's wonderful.
There are 2 songs. So we say, if you like the sound of music, surprise, there's more.
There's more music
Yep.
in the Sound of Music. Okay, this is amazing. Tell me, Nick, about how you feel about your role in the whole situation with the play before the movie.
Oh, I love it. I mean, truly, it's a joy to get to do this. I've always loved the show, and I never gravitated towards this character. But so both of our characters kind of skate a balance of just getting by in life, you know. And
I've been there.
Yeah, well, exactly, you know. And they basically don't have the same convictions that the captain has, where he's just stalwart in what he believes. These people just want to get the best for themselves out of life. And I think we have so many people like that in our world right now.
Very relatable.
So to be able to say some of these lines out loud now and mirror the real truths that's going on in the world is so much fun,
Yeah,
you know.
that's a real weird sort of divine mix of what's going on now and what's happening.
Totally.
Totally. Okay, no spoilers, but do you have a favorite thing, both of you, from the show? Is there a scene? Is there a song? Is that, you know, no spoiler. We don't know what happened. No.
Yeah.
But anything that you loved, you get excited for every night.
I'm going to be honest that one of my new favorite things
Please.
is that there's we come into a new city and we do travel with a crew, a backstage crew, but there's always a crew in place, a local crew, IATSE
nice.
crew that works at the Buell or works at the theaters around here. And no matter what city we're in, the backstage crew always gets into it. It's my favorite new thing.
Really? True.
As opposed to us who have been doing the show for over 300 performances now, by the way.
They get really excited.
You see them singing along.
Like big burly dudes, like no
Big
all the-
burly dudes.
Boxes with brown sticks? Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, there was this one guy that we had who just loved the show, and we were in Canada. I think he was in Canada, but he learned all of the lines and was doing them off stage, with full out conviction, playing all of the characters.
It's a committed man.
Oh yeah.
Fully committed.
Very committed.
It's not so often we find one.
Yeah, that's
But when we do, I play
Man.
Elsa. I get to say that.
You do. I was like going to underline that. What's your favorite thing?
I mean, that was a good one,
a
so I
good
would
one,
love to bogart that one. But I'm the impresario that puts on the concert at the end of the show.
Got it.
And I get to stand in the wings and watch. And listening to Edelweiss and watching all the kids look up at the captain, it's just so beautiful. We travel with 9 kids. There's obviously 7 on stage, so we have some understudies. But they're so committed and they're so earnest, and it's kind of heartbreaking to me. Edelweiss was actually the last song that Rodgers and Hammerstein ever wrote.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, right before Oscar passed away.
I did not know that. My mom would sing that to me, not only in a lullaby, but just if I was like kind of anxious, that was like kind of our song.
It's one of the most perfect songs I think ever written.
I agree with
I've gotten
you.
to sing it like in symphony concerts and stuff, and outside of the show,
Yeah.
and it's just interesting. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows
You're
all the
absolutely
words.
right.
They
And the
start to sing
tune,
along.
You're
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
right. And it's very simple.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not very
It's like a
complicated.
folk song.
Yeah. Man.
It's a love song.
I
as
wish
it
we
says
could,
in the movie.
Yes. I wish we could all sing it right now. We can't. Also, how excited are you both for the upcoming documentary?
Julie Andrews documentary?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, the Julie Enders one.
Yeah. it's-
Oh, yes. I'm pumped. I was
Yeah.
like, which one is this? Is there another one? I didn't know if I had missed
I think that's the one you're talking about,
Yes,
right?
is
Yeah.
that correct,
Yeah.
Colleen? Yes, that's the one.
No, I mean, she's so iconic, and she's had such a huge life between Maria von Trapp or Maria Rayner, and then Eliza Doolittle, and I saw her on Broadway in Victor Victoria.
you
so,
did?
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
one of my favorites, Victor
Yeah.
Victoria.
I love Victor.
And then she's an author, the last of the really great Wang Doodles.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You guys have to read it.
There's another
Top book.
She wrote a story about mice too.
Yes,
with
I
her
have it signed
daughter.
by her.
Yes, and my
alert.
my best girlfriend played the lead mouse. It was at Goodspeed. I can't remember what
Oh.
it was called.
Wow.
But she wrote it with her daughter.
She's so multi-talented.
Yeah.
Gosh. Well, I can't wait to see you guys. Stick around. The Sound of Music is playing over at the Buell Theater today through August 2nd, so it is a limited run. It's a quick stay, as I said, so get your tickets now at denvercenter.org. They sponsored today's segment. I just wish we could start singing. I really do. Go for it. Okay. Okay, let's get. Speaking of music, you're going to want to tune in for Good Friends Friday because we're rocking out with Mackenzie Ray and Buckshot Moon. That's a name.
To Mill Creek Junction, the crossroads between the known and the great unknown.
We know a place you can get a damn good lunch on August 1st. It's at the Damn Day Party at Castlewood Canyon State Park. With details, here's Ron Clausen, AKA Hugh Payne. Howdy.
Howdy.
Howdy, good to see you. From Friends of Castlewood Canyon. So, Ron, you're already dressed like this. I'm kind of dressed like it too. Right?
Close.
Okay, that's fair.
Dress is a little short.
Yeah. I need it like all the way down. You're totally right. Okay, let's time travel back. It's August 3rd, 1933. What is happening?
Well, at about 11 o'clock at night, Hugh Payne, with his lantern, no electricity out there, no street lights, he was headed out to the dam to open the valves to let the water out. And as he was walking along, the water was coming over the top of the dam. A few minutes later, it was 15 feet below the top of the dam.
Here's some video that you were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Maybe that's 9 News there.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Wow. It was right in front of 9 News, you said.
Yes.
Wow.
Right out there.
Unbelievable. And then, so the dam just burst?
It just burst. Number of theories, but it just failed at about 1:20 a.m. and sent 1.4 billion gallons of water to Denver.
Billions?
Billion.
Okay, let me just hear that. So to commemorate the event, you're going to be holding a good lunch. It's a damn good lunch.
Damn good lunch.
To benefit Friends of Castlewood Canyon. What will happen at the event other than some damn good eating?
Well, we'll have a number of historical people.
Nice.
And there'll be some T-shirts that the kids get. They color in these patterns, and then we press them, and they get a T-shirt.
Amazing.
There'll be live music. There'll be a number of other events, mostly historical, but it'll be fun.
Yeah, if you're a history buff like myself, this is like heaven. You get to like really feel like you're traveling back in time. What has impressed you the most about the canyon's history?
There's a lot of history there, but I think the dam failing is number one because it impacted so many people so far. The damage, the stories that come out of it, that's fun. There's a lot of history there, but I think that one is
the biggest.
The biggest.
Did Hugh Payne make it or did he was he injured?
Oh no, he was the hero.
Oh, he was the hero.
Yes, the Rocky Mountain News gave him an orchid for being a hero of the week.
Unbelievable. That's of the week. That's a big hero.
Yeah, an orchid in Colorado, but that's what he got.
Wow.
And what he did is after the dam failed, he got in his beautiful 1917 Ford Runabout and drove through mud and sloshed and had a difficult time getting to Castle Rock to start calling people.
I was going to say he was going to warn him.
And so he did that. He contacted the Parker operator, and Nettie called other people and stuff. So he was really the one that started the saving of lives.
Wow.
For the dam failure. Yeah.
He deserves more than a week. He's the hero of the year, in my opinion. Okay, what's in place now, just for safety, to prevent this happening again?
Cherry Creek Reservoir.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they built that in about 1954. And the reason was because of the devastation from the Cherry Creek flood.
Wow. So it was after that they thought this. So here's a picture. You guys want to see that. That's unbelievable. What are some of the most beautiful aspects of Castlewood Canyon State Park that you love?
I like the rocks, the cliffs, the birds. They're beautiful birds. We have, not this year, but we have a lot of wildflowers, and they're great and they're pretty. And so there's so much stuff. There are 4 ecosystems in the park, so you get a flavor for the forest, grasslands, riparian area, and it's just so diverse, and the animals are great.
Unbelievable. So why is it so important that we remember this event?
Just to remember history and things that happen and how maybe vulnerable human buildings are and structures are.
So, understandably. You said it happened right outside 9 News. You said, tell us where it was.
Well, it started down there in Castlewood Canyon, down a little south of Franktown, and it followed Cherry Creek all the way down to Confluence Park.
Oh.
So that little ditch out there, that's Cherry Creek in the bottom of it.
Wow.
And that flooded.
Unbelievable. Well, 9 News has some history too then.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. How else can we support Friends of Castlewood Canyon?
Well, you can go to the website, you can donate, you can join, become a member of Friends, and have more fun.
Nice. That sounds really good. The Damn Good Lunch is happening at Castlewood Canyon State Park. It's going to be on August 1st. You can enjoy lunch and take part in activities like Hugh said, I'm going to call you Hugh, such as canyon hikes, live music, and family activities. For information and details, go to castlewoodfriends.org. Howdy. Thanks for, letting us remember history in a beautiful way. Thank you. When Colorado and Company returns, we hear Louisa's story and how Mile High United Way helps support her family. But before we go to break, here's a tip from love and emotional healing coach Rebecca Silence. Take it away, Rebecca.
I do not want you afraid of conflict this summer. So many of you think conflict is bad and the enemy, and here's how I want you to navigate conflict. I want you to see it as an opportunity to get closer to the people you love. So how do you do that? You must be solution forward. So often in conflict, we pass the problem back and forth like hot potato. What's the solution? And here's a line you can always use. I'm not wrong, you're not wrong. Help me understand what you need, and let's make sure both of you get what you need instead of just more pain and more suffering. Get closer.
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
So glad you are with us. We love having you, and I hope you're enjoying the COCO so far. We've been talking all week about the Mile High United Way Back to School Bash, and now we're getting down to the wire for the main event. To share more, we have Chelsea Carver from Mile High United Way, along with Louisa Hernandez. Hi, you two.
Hello.
Hi. I love the United Way. Of course, we love having you. 9 News cares about this entire thing. So let's get started. We're heading into the actual bash area event. Share more how your team is now getting ready.
Oh my gosh, you should see the building right now. We have boxes it looks like a maze. We have boxes everywhere. It looks maybe like a Target or a Walmart like throw up in the building. There are so many school supplies everywhere, and we have volunteers like running around just getting everything prepared for all the little kids on Saturday.
The energy is there, it's coming.
It is there.
Okay, tell me about the volunteers. What has the turnout been like for you guys? Are you guys good?
We are good on volunteers.
Wow.
Colorado is incredible, and your viewers are fabulous. We have 75 folks that have been helping us leading up this week. We'll have 75 folks on site on Saturday where we're going to hand out 700 backpacks to little kids.
Oh my gosh, make 700 lives different because
Totally.
of that. Absolutely. What makes the Back to School Bash different than like other, back to school funds? What is the bash part?
I love that you've asked that because there's a couple of things. I mean, it's fun.
I was going to say, bash is fun.
Yeah, bash is fun. We have crafts, we have fun things for kids to do, games, we have other resources on site. But you and I have talked about this. One of the things that I love that United Way does so well is honor parent choice.
Yeah.
And let kids have that dignity of picking out what they want rather than just saying like, here's a backpack, enjoy. And so what I love is that on Saturday, 700 little kids get to pick their own backpack and their own school supplies.
Chelsea, I really appreciate you pointing out that nuance. Because, there's something to be like here, and it always feels sort of charitable in a weird, maybe condescending way. Yeah. But to say, go pick it, that's what a kid wants to do.
It's the best part.
Yeah, that's the best part. Like, go run and figure it out. Yeah. So I think that's fantastic. Hi, Louisa.
Hi.
I'm so excited. All right, what are your kids looking forward to most in the upcoming school bash? Is it the food, the games?
So I think my daughter is looking forward to picking her own backpack,
Right?
of course. And they also usually have lots of resource stands set up, so she's excited about all of those.
I like that they have that there. What's your daughter's favorite color?
My daughter's favorite color is pink.
Adorable. Mine was black. I don't know why. I know. It was very gothy.
Emo.
Yeah, very emo. It was weird. Can you share an experience or memory, Louisa, that can help viewers understand the impact that Mile High United Way has had on you?
Oh, wow. One of my greatest memories with Mile High United Way that impacts my life is the financial literacy class that I took.
Wow. Tell me more about this.
Wow. They just opened up my mind to credit building and savings and bonds, and it really helped me with that home living.
I say this a lot on the show because I think it's fair. I'm a really well-educated, I grew up in a great family. I know nothing about finances. Like I have zero, I'm illiterate, like financially illiterate. And I think that's such a shame that they don't teach this, especially for women sort of in school. So that's fantastic. Did you feel like you got a lot out of that?
I really did. And I learned a lot of new things that I never knew.
Yeah, right. I'm like, APR.
Yeah.
What is that, April? I don't know what that means. How do you feel like have your kids been impacted by Mile High?
Yeah, obviously. They have like the opportunity to come to the Back to School Bash. We've been to several different events that offer kids like clothing and things like that.
Yeah. Picking out your own clothes.
Yeah,
Best.
for sure.
Fantastic. Okay, I think we have something for Louisa's kids. Is that right?
We do.
Okay, let's take a look at what we have. She said pink, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Dun, ta-da!
Wow, thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you
and
so
infinity
much.
and beyond. Oh, it sparkles. This is for your son. Unbelievable.
Thank you
So
so
this is
much.
what kids will get at the bash. Tell us what's in it. Do you mind?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Okay, you do that one, I'll do this one.
Okay.
If I were a girl, I'd freak for this one.
I mean,
there.
right, with
Yeah.
the rainbows?
I know.
So what I love, and we were talking about this, we work closely with all the school districts. So
I didn't know it was like this.
oh my God. And so this will be for this particular grade, this particular school district. So it's not just like, oh, maybe you forgot some glue or
No,
anything. This
it's
is
curated.
exactly what they need.
Okay, wow.
Yep.
So what do you guys have? Oh, you have headphones?
Wow, thank you so much. That was exactly what was on her kindergarten list.
Was it? And
Yes.
the purple's a cute
I was
color.
gonna say, it matches.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, and then the glue stick, the crayons, the wood
Pencils.
pencils. Number 2, pencils.
Don't forget
Construction
those.
paper.
Amazing. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes.
Okay, so what other, here's why I love United Way. They have sort of every resource that you need under one roof. And this is my favorite. You can just call 211.
Yep.
Someone will pick up and you can say, I need this, I need help, I'm dealing with this. So what other resources do you guys provide?
So if you call 211, what I love, and you just hit on a lot of it, first and foremost, we can call in live translation for 160 different languages.
Brilliant.
So if you are not an English or a Spanish speaker, we got you.
Yeah.
And you could say like, hey, I might need help paying my rent.
Yes.
And then the navigator can connect you. But the best part is they'll also say, okay, if you can't pay your rent, is there a reason? What else can we help you with? So they help you sort of tease out like, maybe you've got an expensive medication that we can also help you find, and that wasn't even on your radar. But I love that they'll do that extra mile of like, what else can we do?
Yeah.
And it's not about like, hey, let's get off this phone call really quickly.
Yes.
The question is, why don't you start with these couple of resources and then call us back?
Wow.
And then let's work from there. So once you get your rent paid or your medication paid,
Let's keep going.
maybe you need a job, maybe you want to get trained, and they'll work with
What
you
a
on that.
beautiful organization. Unbelievable. And I just like that they get to the root of the problem, too. It's not
Yep.
just like, here's something.
Yeah.
Please tell your children I say hello.
Of course.
And make sure they love their backpacks.
And
they can
they
switch if
will.
they need. It's not gender. You know, she can like a Toy Story as well. That's right. Well, everybody join the Mile High United Way Back to School Bash and help the kids in our community. That's what Coloradans do so well. I want to thank our sponsors, American Furniture Warehouse and Vectro Bank. They've made great donations to y'all. And all you have to do, if you want to participate and donate, is scan the QR code right on the screen. You can also go to 9news.com/supply. And if it's $5, if it's $10, I always say this, whatever you can give to make a kid feel like, yeah, I'm walking into school with my head held high. You can also find information on services from Mile High United Way online at unitedwaydenver.org, or my favorite, Chelsea knows this, it's just 211 on your phone. You can ask about any Mile High United Way program, and if I have viewers that are embarrassed or don't feel good about this, trust me, right now with affordability, we're all asking for help, so do not at all hesitate. Thank you. Thank you. And say hi to the kidlets. Absolutely, Louisa. Tomorrow on National Cheesecake Day, a good segue, we introduce you to the newest Cheesecake Factory creation to hit your taste buds. Even better, how you can get it at half price. Watch tomorrow and get ready to say, yum, yum. Creepy. That's super creepy. But first, here is another tip, which we need from love and emotional healing coach, Rebecca Silence. Take it away.
Okay, when it comes to conflict, I want you to remember 3 Ps, because again, conflict isn't the enemy. The first is powerfully relaxed. Did you know the most powerful person in the room is the most relaxed? It's easy to tense up, but I want you to stay powerfully relaxed. The second thing is Be playful. You love each other, whoever this person is, even if it's at work. You can be playful, stay solution forward, and stay the best of you in a way that you're proud of. And the third, pause. Take as many breaks as you need to. If it's getting heated, if you're getting derailed, just say, hey, can we take 5 and come back? You matter too much to me to have this not go well.
All right, we just celebrated Christmas in July with a really fun barbecue here at 9 News. It was delicious. And it got us thinking that the holidays will be here before we know it. I know it's true. But now is the time to be putting together your mental toolbox, okay? For those tense conversations that sort of always pop up, okay? Love and emotional healing coach Rebecca Silence brought her tool belt today. There's some tense moments.
There are. And so many family reunions are happening this summer too, right? It's not just the holidays.
That's true. Okay, yes. We are glad to see you back.
Thank you for having me.
As always, you have great comments to say. So when these moments come up, and I'm sure some of you are like, I know exactly who, it's Uncle this or this. What is the biggest mistake people are making?
They change who they are to try to diffuse the conflict faster.
Oh, I do that immediately.
Okay, that is the worst thing we could possibly do because now there is no relating to me because I'm being fake and I have completely given away my power.
I see. Even political.
Absolutely.
Oh, boy.
There is no conflict that two people can't get closer on the other side of.
That's what you were saying.
Right? Nobody's going to tell you that, but it's really true. And not everybody will want to get closer to you, but don't you want to know who wants to love you back and who doesn't?
Yes.
Isn't that good information? It can be heartbreaking, but it's powerful.
And you have to accept reality and the acceptance of like, oh, okay, I'm not going to really hang out with this person now.
Well, you can set boundaries, which just means honoring, respecting, and taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, a boundary is you honoring, respecting, and taking care of yourself, not pushing people away or putting up walls. But if you weren't real and brave and all of who you are, you don't know what could have happened with the conflict.
That's so true.
There's almost every time a couple comes to me in distress, we save the marriage because you can learn how to navigate conflict better.
Which is so hard, and none of us were taught emotional regulation.
No.
Personal skills. These are things we all should be knowing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So feelings can get hurt quickly, especially amongst siblings, and I know a lot of people are saying that. Why do they seem to know how to push our buttons?
Because the closest people to you reflect back to you like a mirror where you're healed and where you're not yet. So what that means is if it's a superficial relationship, there's not as much invested. But when your feelings are hurt, here's another don't. Stop pretending like they made you feel some type of way. This is an old pattern. This is an old hurt that they're just helping you see hasn't been dealt with yet.
Wow.
Okay, so they're actually giving you a huge opportunity for healing. And when I define healing, I'm saying freedom. So it doesn't excuse their bad behavior, but I want you responsible for how you feel so you can superproof yourself and actually heal that hurt for good.
And should you do that like when you're with them? Should you try and work it out, whatever that sort of long?
Well, I always want you to try to work it out, but that is, like I said earlier, be solution focused, keep your heart open, and risk it. So often we don't want to get hurt again, so we don't risk trying to get through the conflict, and we don't risk being really honest. Not about how they made us feel, but about what we really need and want.
See, that's me.
Right?
This is so me. This is me because I would avoid, you know, if you're conflict avoidant, you'll do anything. You'll say yes or no to things you don't even believe in.
Correct.
Okay.
And then you just gave your power away.
Exactly.
Insulted yourself.
That's right.
And now you can't trust yourself.
That's so true.
I want you trusting yourself, even
so
in conflict,
true.
Tori.
Always stay yourself for the self-trust. That's amazing. So some of us, and some of you know this, are the peacekeepers in the family. You know your role.
Yes.
They are the referee. So any advice for them so they don't feel stuck in that role?
Yeah, well, every time you stand in the middle of the road and hope you don't get run over by a car, you're going to, right?
Yeah.
So when you're trying to keep the peace and it's killing off your spirit slowly, you are doing nothing loving for anybody involved. Here's what I want you to do instead of trying to keep the peace for them. Keep your peace, right? And let them be capable of figuring it out on their own. Anytime we interfere, it blows up in our face.
Yeah, it's true.
Right? Like every time. So you're trying to keep the peace, but now it's all coming back at you. So instead, hold them capable all right? And ask first before you get involved. That's the quick hack. Is there anything I can do to help? Is there anything I can do to support you? Get permission instead of jumping in.
Yes, and I know, I'm going to be honest, I'm such a codependent. A lot of codependents want to help fix, always do this, make sure everyone's happy, and it's to your detriment at that point. They're adults.
Yes, and codependence just means you wrapped yourself up in the other person. So now it's like 1 + 1 = 1. There's you, me, us, and we're all one. The opposite is my ideal partnership formula, which is 1 + 1 = 3. There's me responsible for me. You are responsible for you. And then we 50-50 co-create what we're doing with the relationship.
Yes, the relationship is number 3.
The relationship is 3, and we need all 3 nurtured. And so often when it comes to conflict and family drama, we'll give ourselves away or change who we are and lose ourselves. And instead, I want you to stay true to you. Let them be responsible for them, and then decide together what you want for the relationship.
Yeah, the biggest word that's sticking out for me right now is risk it.
Risk it. I say that all the time.
That's hard, but you got to sometimes face that so you can move, go through the storm. Don't just wait around.
You've already survived heartbreak.
Yeah.
So why are we pretending like you don't know how to navigate heartbreak? Woo! You've already survived it, so you can do it again.
Yeah.
Grow the relationship. Otherwise, it just feels like your childhood.
Yeah, and it makes you not have self-growth either.
Right, now you're 6 or 12 instead of the age you are. And I want you free and having the experience with the right people that earn that seat at your table.
Wow. Truth bombs. Okay, another hurdle when it comes to families and all this is speaking the truth about how you feel, which is what you just said. And you gave some hacks. Any more hacks?
Well, how we feel, anger, fear, grief, joy, excitement. That's what matters. So rejection, it's protecting you from the emotion underneath it. Guilt, shame, anxiety, jealousy. It's easier than the emotion. Your emotions are not the enemy. So no, when we're talking about how I feel, we're talking about an emotion, not a feeling that you learned to cope so you don't have to be with your emotions. That's a lot for daytime TV, but it will change your life if you hear what I am saying. So don't be afraid of how you feel, and don't put it on them to be the source of your happiness or the reason for your suffering. Put it on you that you can rest in joy and excitement, even in conflict, even when it's hard, instead of you're at the effect of somebody else's dysregulation.
Wow.
Stay regulated, stay in joy and excitement, and stay confident. You can handle conflict and heartbreak every single time.
Man, I feel like you're talking directly to my soul. I really do. So guys, if you like that conversation, which is so helpful, especially for any interpersonal skill, really, I want you to connect with Rebecca by following her on social media. Her handle is at Rebecca Silence, 2 C's, am I right? 2 C's. Or you can find her online at the unsilentwoman.com. While you're there, you can check out her book, which I have, Coming Back to Life. You're always fantastic. Thank you. I really learned a lot. I'm like, you're my therapist for like 10 minutes, for real.
Here for you.
Yeah, for real. All right, we all know the Paw Patrol pups, but they found some new friends to add to their crew, dinosaurs. Tomorrow, your chance to win tickets to an advanced screening of Paw Patrol, the Dino movie. We love having your company, Colorado, and thank you for watching Colorado's #1 rated, longest running lifestyle show. Ow! Portions of today's program were sponsored by the businesses listed on your screen. I just want to let you know that Colorado businesses love Colorado and Company. So be a part of our show, share your ideas, the products, and stories with viewers across the state. To learn more about being featured on the show, send us an email to coco@9news.com. If you've got trash flying all over your neighborhood, Debris Daddy to the rescue. The invention you don't know you've been missing, tomorrow on COCO. As always, I love seeing you, and I'll see you next time. Do it with me. Ready? Bye.